everyone! In today's video, we'll explore how ethnicity influences cross-cultural communication, especially in areas like greetings, honorifics, politeness, and conversational norms. Ethnicity and culture shape not only what we say, but how we say it, when we say it, and why we say it. And by the end, you'll understand why people from different backgrounds greet and address each other differently, how honorifics reflect cultural values, why politeness is not universal, it's cultural, and how these differences can create misunderstandings if we are not aware. Without further ado, let's begin. Before we talk about how ethnicity affects communication, we need a clear definition of the term. What is ethnicity? It refers to being part of a social group that shares common cultural traits, ancestry, language, traditions, or social history that distinguishes them from the other groups. It is not based on physical traits like race, but on shared cultural identity and heritage. In other words, ethnicity is about who a group of people identify as culturally and historically, not about how they look. For examples, in the Philippines, we have the Filipino ethnicity. We have shared language such as Bisaya, Tagalog, or even Filipino, traditions like mano gesture, and of course, our history of our country. Since you know about the ethnicity, let's define what is cross-cultural communication. Cross-cultural communication refers to how people from different cultural and ethnic backgrounds communicate with one another. It includes language, gestures, customs, and expectations. Understanding these differences help avoid misunderstandings and build more respectful relationships. Greetings are among the most culturally influenced communication behaviors. What seems natural in one culture may seem unusual or even rude in another. For examples, in the Philippines, a traditional greeting involves the mano gesture, placing an elder's hand on one's forehead as a sign of respect. In Japan, bowing at different angles signals different levels of respect. And in many Western cultures, a smile and a firm handshake or just a casual hi is a very common and popular gestures. These greetings reflect deeper cultural ideas about respect, hierarchy, age, and social rules shaped by ethnic traditions. So, truly ethnicity plays a big role in communicating, especially when it comes to greetings. What counts as polite in one culture may seem overly formal, or even rude or disrespectful in another. In communication, we have direct and indirect communication. In many Western contexts, being direct, such as tell me what you need, is normal and polite. However, in some Asian cultures, being indirect is considered polite. It shows difference and avoids embarrassment. Politeness and social context. Some cultures prioritize harmonious social relations and saving ways more than the others. This influences how requests and disagreements are expressed. Some languages and cultures use honorifics. These are the titles that show respect or signal formality. For examples, in the Philippines, we use po and opo when speaking to elders or people of higher status. Addressing someone as ate or kuya also shows respect even if they are not our relatives. In Japan, a student calls a teacher sensei and uses polite speech to show respect for authority. And in English, using titles like Mr. or Doctor shows respect in formal or professional settings. And in European languages like French or Spanish, formal pronouns in titles shows politeness and respect. Honorifics are not just about language. They reflect how a society values hierarchy, respect, often shaped by ethnic traditions. Understanding how ethnicity affects communication is very essential because, number one, it avoids misunderstandings when interacting across cultures. Number two, it builds respect and empathy in relationships. Number three, it improves global collaboration, travel, business, and everyday interactions. For example, addressing elders with formal titles may show respect in one culture but might be unfamiliar or even rude in another. Ethnicity shapes how we greet people, how we show respect through language, and how we express politeness. These differences reflect the cultural traditions and values passed down through generations. And by being aware of these differences, helps us communicate better in a multicultural world. And that's all for today's video, and I hope you learned something new today. I am Chris Lawrence Sipohayo, your very own student from Davao de Oro State College. Thank you and mabuhay!